Okay, quick settings overview for Siege for new players. What you need to know, what you don't need to know. Uh, Operators menu. These guys sorted by their years and how quickly they came out. Uh, Goes from left to right. Prices increase as you get farther to the right. But every season, the prices go gradually down. So these ops that are like 15k right now, well, it'll be Ying is next up. Ying and Legion will be next up. Will drop to 10k next season. Jackal will drop to not below 10k. They stay at 10k as the lowest they go for DLC operators. So Renown is your free currency, and these Ubi coins are your paid currency. Yep. Different operators, they all do something different. That's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about options, menuing. Let's go. Squad privacy. You can swap. Open to friends if you want to. Let your friends join in. I honestly didn't even know that setting was there until I just opened it up and read it. Okay. All of this stuff. Display game info. If you want in the bottom left, you see this FPS, your ping counter, and your version number all pop up in the bottom left. I think it's distracting during the game. I turn it off. I have an FPS counter in the top left. That's all I worry about. Cycle inside camera groups. That's some advanced shit. Don't worry about that. Drone after prep. Basically what it means is at the end of prep phase, like you're droning when you're an attacker, how you spawn in on your drone, when it turns to when you get control of your actual character, it won't kick you off the drone if you have it on manual or semi-automatic. It explains the different settings over here on the right-hand side. Yep. I play on manual. If you're a new player and you're afraid you're going to miss the when the prep phase ends, play on automatic. It's not that big of a deal until you start doing like coordinated pushes with your team. PC chat channel. By default, it will be team only, which means no shit talking. I don't like that. I have it on all, or you can turn it off if you're a little bitch. This is some stuff I'll go into in a minute. Your matchmaking and interface preferences. Interface preferences is bullshit. You don't need to worry about that. But matchmaking preferences is where we'll dive into a little bit more in depth. Audio settings, this should be pretty self-explanatory, except for dynamic range. So, dynamic range, 3 different things. Hi-Fi TV night mode. Night mode is the one I use on all of my accounts. So, Hi-Fi, I hope I don't get this wrong. Hi-Fi, what your dynamic range does is it changes the balance of your audio. What that means is your gunshots will be like your loud noises, rather, like gunshots or explosions, will be real loud on hi-fi, and your quiet noises will be real quiet on hi-fi. Believe it or not, in a game like Siege, where listening for footsteps and small audio cues is really important, hi-fi not that great to have. It's not going to kill you if you've played without it till this point and you're used to it. Maybe give TV a go. What TV does is it takes your real loud high noises and your real quiet noises, and it keeps them together in the middle. I don't like that personally, because what it turns into is I can't tell how far away a gunshot is compared to how close a footstep is in general. It's also not the worst. I would say it's the second best. Some people like it as their favorite. It's personal preference. I play night mode. What night mode does is it takes your real quiet noises and it makes them real loud, and it takes your real loud noises and it makes them real quiet. I like that because I care about footsteps more than I care about gunshots and explosions, especially in a game like Siege where it's impossible not to hear gunshots and explosions because, whew. The rest of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. That's really the only thing you need to worry about. I don't play with subtitles on. Some people do. I think it's too distracting to have shit popping up on the bottom of my screen. Music turned off. Yep. Display settings. I play in 4:3. That's why my screen looks like dog shit. VSync off because I have G-Sync. Field of view is down here, and then calibration is for like your screen brightness and shit. Yep, I play full screen because it works the best on my computer. This is completely personal preference. By default, you will be over here on automatic aspect ratio. I play 4:3. Some people play 16:9. Most people play 16:9. I play 4:3 because it lets me click on heads good. All of these settings, I mean personal preference until you get into real like sweaty shit. Make sure you turn off zoom in depth of field, lens effects, and down here, your anti-aliasing, do not have on TAA or your game will look worse than mine, and I play in 4.3. That's not what you want. This setting right here is dog shit and shouldn't be in the game, but there's some people who still play on laptops and they need it, so it's good for them. Turn anti-aliasing off, or if you care about it, you can like turn on like your good shit. Like TAA 4 times isn't that bad if you mess with some of your sharpness and shit. I just play with it off because I don't care. So, lens effects, zoom in depth of field, anti-aliasing. All of those go off no matter what, unless you care about anti-aliasing, which I don't. Controls to rebind controls, and we'll get to that in a second. Raw input, I play with it off because it lets me on no matter what computer I'm on, no matter what account I'm on, my sensitivity will stay the same as long as my DPI is the same. My mouse sensitivity, I play 400 DPI, 1010 83. The reason I use 83 is in between 83 and 84, aim down sights sensitivity is a pretty much as close to perfect as you're going to get replication of your un-ADS'd mouse sensitivity. So when I'm aim down sights, my movement from a doorway to another doorway is the same whether I'm zoomed in or not zoomed in, which is really good for me because the way I shoot is I don't really know where a person is. I visualize it in my brain, and then I flick to it and I shoot where I think they're going to be in my brain. So I need this. I would recommend it for a new player, but, you know, some people don't like it. Mouse scroll, I play with it off because I have a shitty mouse wheel. Gadget deployment advanced by default. Don't worry about it. Drone deployment advanced. So drone deployment advanced, basically what it means is when you throw your drone out as an attacker, you will not, when it's on advanced setting, when you throw your drone as an attacker, you will not automatically get on your camera. That's good when you need to throw your drone in, like, say, a 1v1 or when you're close to a doorway or something, because sometimes you just want your drone out and you don't want to, you know, have your fucking phone in your face. It's not safe to text and drive. I don't want to text and shoot. I play with it on advanced. It's not a big deal while you're learning if you don't play with it on advanced. Aim. I play with hold. Toggle aim. Some people like it more. I don't. Siege is a very fast-paced shooter for the most part. I like holding to aim so that I have more control over when I'm aiming, when I'm not. The extra button press adds in an extra second of input that I could be doing somewhere else. Lean, all of this shit, you know, whatever. All right, customize controls. This is your key binding menu. Important keybinds. Shitty by default is push to talk. It's on U by default. I think that's garbage. I have mine on B. If you change your push to talk to B, though, that is going to unbind your... Where is it? It's your fire modes. So I have my fire modes on U. So those are swapped. That's, yep. That's that. And then you can go through, do your settings the way you want. Ping is really important to have, like quick bound. Something you can hit easily. I have mine on Z, so I can hit it easily with whatever finger isn't currently being used. This is all controller shit, and, you know, we're on PC. I hope you're not playing on controller, but some people are weird. Okay, matchmaking preferences is what we're going to go into next. But when you select your menu here, over what game mode you want to go into, Training Grounds. So, Training Grounds is what used to be called Terrorist Hunt. If you hear someone say Terrorist Hunt, they mean Training Grounds. If you hear someone mean Training Ground or say Training Grounds, they mean Terrorist Hunt. Lone Wolf is what this is basically your practice mode. For whatever you're doing, this is going to be the way you practice. This is what you vibe with. So, you would load into a Lone Wolf. Oh, shit. Okay, well, fuck. Okay. That was unintentional. It's okay. We're going back to the main menu. You can see mine is on house. Mine's always on house. Why is it always on house? Well, when I'm practicing, I want to minimize the amount of variables that are changing. House is the smallest map in the game with the highest density of terrorists based on how small the actual map is. So, to set to house only, I go... So this is your quick match settings. I'll go over that in a second. Let's just focus on Terrorist Hunt. So elimination is right here. Ignore the highlighted part. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at elimination right here where my mouse cursor is. You'll notice it is the only one I can't turn off. That is because I have every other game mode turned off. So my last available game mode, my only available game mode, is elimination. Elimination is you run into the building, you click heads, that's your only objective, boom, bam, you get it over with real quick. 2, maybe 3 minutes per run. Probably faster than that once you get, like, real good. That is the way you practice aim without having to get some sort of third-party aim training software. Also the way you test out new operators, learn new things about the game. It's fun, it's natural, practice your recoil. Map preferences, I have all of them turned off. You can scroll, see all the way down here. I have them all turned off except house. The way I know that is because I can't turn off house. I like house, but this is also a great way. Say I want to practice Oregon because it just got reworked. I swap my map to Oregon, press apply, boom, bam, go into my training grounds or terrorist hunt. And now we're playing Oregon. Now we're practicing Oregon. It's pretty cool. Alright. I think that's about it. Oh, wait, just kidding. We have to go back to matchmaking preferences. The last thing I'm going to talk about is your casual playlist or quick match playlist. If people say casual, they mean quick match. If people say quick match, they mean casual. That's just the way she goes. A couple seasons ago, Ubisoft decided, in a really long loading screen, Ubisoft decided, hey, we're going to change the names of everything just to really fuck people up. So, matchmaking preferences. This first section, game mode preferences, quick match. What this means is these are your objective types. Bomb is the competitive type. Secure area is fun, especially when you're learning. Hostage is fun, especially when you're learning. So, hostage game mode. When the hostage gets taken by attackers and you are playing defense, it gives you a nice notification. A guy comes on your radio and says, the attackers have secured the hostage or some shit like that. Hostage, you know when the objective is being taken. That's cool. Secure area. Whenever someone steps inside of the room that you're trying to secure, it will go, there are attackers inside the secure room, and it'll be like, meh, 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 sirens going off. You know when your objective is being assaulted. That's really good for new players. Also, good players don't really hang out in these playlists too much. So, if you're, say you're having a bad day, getting shit on by some, Smurfs or some shit, go play hostage only. Or maybe you're vibing with just not playing bomb because you just want to learn. Turn off bomb, play hostage and secure. Mix it up, have some fun. I'm going to play bomb only because I don't like hostage or secure. I don't find them fun. Okay. I guess I should go over one more thing for terrorist hunt. If you want to practice defense operators for terrorist hunt, you turn on protect hostage and you turn off defense. It's kind of unfortunate we don't have a way to practice defenders other than this protect hostage mode yet. But, it's Ubisoft. They're a small indie company. Give them some time to develop the game. They've only had 5 years. Okay. That's the way she goes. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, Andrew. Thank you.